There I am. I'm looking all lovely today. There we go. Let me get rid of this. So, hello, everybody, and welcome to another Midlife Mojo Monday. I apologize that we weren't on at 2 p.m. Hopefully, you saw my note. My son had made an appointment without consulting my schedule, and so I had to be there and made it for tonight. And then I just literally rushed in the house maybe 6 minutes ago to print out what I had to print out and get in front of my background in my bedroom. And there was my son sleeping in my bed. And well, so now I'm out here on the porch quickly. I'm orange, but it is what it is, right? Got to make do. So I am excited to have all of you ladies here today on the call. Let me just hold on. Check this out so I can see what's going on. There we go. Okay. But for those of you who are new to the Midlife Mojo group, typically I do these Midlife Mojo Mondays on Mondays at 2 p.m. where I'll do some kind of education or a demo, or I'll bring on a guest, or I'll just kind of talk about something that's on my mind that I think is useful for us all. But tonight's is a little bit different. Tonight, I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about the direction of Midlife Mojo. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and so I kind of wanted to share a little bit of where my journey's gone and how I see this group evolving. And I'm just really excited to share with you all of those ways. So let me get rid of that. All right, there I am. Such COVID hair. I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't even know I took a shower today. I need a haircut so bad. I don't even know which way to go with it at this point anymore. Oh, it's time. I'm not quite ready to go to the hairdresser yet. I'm just not quite comfortable going there yet. But man, my hair is begging for it. So anyways, so as I said, I have been for the past, I would say, I don't know, 7 months, 8 months, just kind of been in this like weird place, just kind of doing a lot of thinking about what I want my life to look like. I don't know whether it was turning 50, whether it was losing a good friend, whether this being, quarantined for, what are we going, 8-10 weeks now, and maybe brought it all to a head. But I really just started to kind of think of what was important to me. What did I want my life to look like? Where I've been, where I'm going, all those kind of things. And, I was thinking back that, my 30s was my time I had my babies in my early 30s, and I was a mess. I was a physical mess after my children. I had horrific back issues. I was overweight, very, very unhappy. And then sometime the end of my 30s, I started to I started to gain my health for the first time, actually. Lost the weight, got into Pilates, started helping my back, started feeling better. So my 30s were kind of figuring out my own health. And then my 40s, I took all these things that I learned, that I continued to learn through my 40s as I became a Pilates instructor and a health coach, and learned about plant-based eating and all these different things. And I spent my 40s coaching and teaching others all that I had learned, holding their hands on their journey so that they could achieve what they wanted to. And it was a wonderful, wonderful decade. But I just turned 50 in April, and I've been looking to what do I want my 50s to look like. For those of you who know me, I like change. I like to challenge myself. When things get too calm, I'm bored, and I got to change things up a little bit and give myself a new challenge. And I started really thinking about the future of my business. There's parts of it that I was loving and parts of my business that I was not so loving. And I have this wonderful, wonderful business coach, Faith James, who's a part of this group. And I've been working with Faith for almost 2 years. And I always, from the very beginning when we first started, she put me through this exercise. And this exercise had me, but I guess she does this, I'm doing with all of her clients, ask 3 questions. What are you good at? What do you love to do? And what can you make money at? And where those 3 things meet is where you should focus on. And so every, 6-8 months, I've just been try to look at my business through that lens of, am I doing something I love? Am I doing something that I'm good at? And am I doing something that can make me money? Because I'm in business, right? And so looking at all of that, it kind of started me thinking, well, what do I really want to teach? What do I really love to do? And so the things that I love to do, you can probably guess. I love to write, right? I love to teach. And I love to be a cheerleader. Like, those are like my 3 things that I love to do in my business, without a doubt. And so I've decided to focus on those 3 things and those 3 things only. And that for me looks like, whereas in the past I've done a lot of individual coaching or group coaching. You know, I had my Melt the Midlife Middle paid group that I've been running for a year and a half. And it looks to me, for me, this new decade looks like getting away from some of that kind of more formal coaching, that group standard, 6-week, 8-week, or continuous coaching, or the one-on-one coaching, and go into more teaching, which I love to do, which is a little bit different than coaching, as well as writing and doing a lot more writing. And I have like a slew of ebooks that I want to write. I call it my Midlife Mojo series of ebooks. I've already written one, getting ready to publish in just a couple of weeks for you ladies. But my goal is to publish a new ebook every couple of months. I also am going to be coming up with a lot other new products to help support the midlife woman in all areas of her life, not just the menopause or not just the eating and the exercise, but also areas maybe in terms of personal growth or business or relationship, sex. All of the pieces that make up our midlife mojo is really what I want to touch on. I don't want to just be known as the intermittent fasting person, or just the well, I want, to me, wellness and well-being is tenfold. It entails so much, and that's really what I want to share. So I'm going to be doing a lot more writing. I'm going to maybe be starting up a blog. I'm going to be creating some new products to share with you all that will hopefully be helpful to you. At the same time, I've been doing research and researching some, maybe they're not my products, but other people's products to bring to you. Anything that I can find that can support the naturally support. That's the key word, naturally support the woman over 40. That's really what I'm looking to do. So I see Midlife Mojo, whereas before maybe I saw it as my coaching, program or whatever. I see Midlife Mojo now, and I'm defining it as an education, support, and resource center. So the education is going to look like being delivered in these weekly Midlife Mojo Mondays. So once a week, you're going to see me live. The education is also going to come on Fridays. Every Friday in this group is going to be Fasting Friday. And that's where that's what I'm going to be doing, my intermittent fasting support. Every single Friday, I'm going to get on a live Zoom call with whoever wants to get on. And it won't be a planned formal education. It will be more like a Q&A. Anybody who wants to share their wins, any support you need, just a place for anybody who's doing intermittent fasting that wants just to kind of gather together and be in one place for a short period of time, just to kind of keep up our motivation and our accountability during the week. So that's kind of how I see the education, even a little bit of the support in there. The support's also going to come through this group on a daily basis. So now I post maybe 4 or 5 times a week. I'm working with a wonderful woman, Cheryl Eberhardt, and she helps me in my Melt the Midlife Middle group with my social media posts. And she's been helping me get this one all organized as well. There's going to be minimum 2 posts a day in this group, and filled with lots of great content on, just like I said, all those areas that touch the midlife woman. She's created some beautiful graphics, and every day we have something different. So I kind of wanted to go through with you what that looks like. So every Sunday in this group you're going to see a post about the theme of the week. So every week the theme will change. So this week's theme is lifelong support. I was thinking about the brides, and it's June and weddings, and it kind of lent itself to lifelong support. That could be lifelong support of a spouse, lifelong support of a parent, lifelong supporting your own body, a best friend you've had, whatever it may be. Lifelong support can mean a lot of different things. And each week I'm going to take that theme, and you're going to see it kind of sprinkled throughout the week. So my live video will have to do with something about that theme. And then all the posts that we post throughout the week, most of them, you're going to kind of see that theme in some way running through, just to kind of keep it fun, organized, and so forth. So I wanted to talk to you about some of the different days that we have, like a lot of different hashtag days and things we're going to do on each day to keep up the excitement in this group, to keep up the education flow in this group. So Sundays, you'll get the theme of the week. Mondays will be my live education at 2 o'clock. Monday nights will be Meatless Monday. So every Monday I'll be posting a plant-based recipe. And I also hope that on Mondays, if you have any Meatless Mondays, any recipes to share, that you guys will share your recipes on Monday as well. And then Tuesdays will kind of change up depending upon which week it is, but there's going to be Truth or Dare Tuesday, which is a total fun thing to do that I hope you guys will participate in. Will there be kind of a truth question so we can kind of get to know each other better? Or you can choose the dare, which would be something for you to step outside your comfort zone. So the purpose of Truth or Dare Tuesday is for kind of that twofold, to kind of get us out of our comfort zone as well as connect a little bit better and get to know each other. There's also Tell Me a Story Tuesday, which I'm going to look at some either famous woman or not famous woman, but a woman who is over 40 doing some kind of wonderful good in this world, some kind of amazing thing, an inspiring, motivating story for us all. I love those. And then there'll also be Testimonial Tuesday. And I know in this group, there's a lot of inspirational women and a lot of wonderful things to share. So I hope to interview some of you ladies. You may be hearing from me to see if I can interview you on our Testimonial Tuesdays. And then moving right along to Wednesday, there is in my Melt the Midlife Middle group, every Wednesday we did Water Wednesday, where we just kind of, it's so important to keep ourselves hydrated, especially if you are doing intermittent fasting. I want to make sure that we're getting all of our water in, or you're trying to lose weight in any way. So that's just kind of a check-in with how much water you've drank that day. And I'm also in that post going to share about one of the Young Living Vitality oils in the Water Wednesday post. So you get a little bit of the oils and a little bit of the water in that. And then also on Wednesdays is Wellness Wednesday. So that's another education day. And that's going to kind of, again, go along with whatever the theme is. It'll probably be an article to support that, or maybe I'll pop on live. I might have a guest speaker come in who can embellish on the topic. So it's just going to look all different, but that'll be Wellbeing Wednesday. Then Thursdays will be Thankful Thursday. We did that in my Melt the Midlife Middle group as well, just to kind of stop in the moment of time and say what we're thankful for. I think it's so important. Although right now life is maybe a little bit slower. Typically we move at full speed and we don't always take moments just to be grateful in the moment for the little things. So I think it's really nice to stop and do that. And I loved that in the other group, seeing what everybody was thankful for each week. It just, I don't know, it inspired and motivated me. And then also on Thursdays, what did I have on Thursdays? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. What was the other thing? Oh, Throwback Thursday. So just another fun day. Will there be something from the 60s, 70s, or 80s, where the era most of us grew up in? Something, for you either to post or I'm going to share, but just some kind of nostalgia on Thursdays for that. Fridays, I explained, was Fasting Friday, so there'll be the live Q&A on Zoom. And then Saturdays, I wanted to do something where I just know there's so much talent and so much passion of women in this group. And I wanted you to I get to share my passion with all of you right in these Midlife Mojo Mondays, but I wanted you all to have the same opportunity to share your expertise, your passions with this group. So every Saturday will be Small Business Saturdays, where you can post one link to either your business or a nonprofit that you love or an event you have coming up or something like that. Now, you'll see there are some rules around that. If it gets out of control, then I'm not going to do it. There are some rules. You ladies know there's a lot of Young Living people in here, and I share Young Living. So, of course, I'm going to ask that you don't share your Young Living link on that Small Business Saturday, but maybe you have a different small business. And so forth. You know that I teach intermittent fasting. So if you teach a different type of weight loss program, I would ask that you wouldn't share that. But pretty much anything else is, you can share. If I have any kind of concern with it, I'll just reach out to you privately, or you can reach out to me and ask me if you have any concern that it's a conflict. But I look forward to kind of seeing what everybody in this group is doing. I know I've got women who, my friend Lori, she's big into the cats and saving the cats and that rescue. And then she does a lot of wonderful work with that. So I hope she shares that on her Small Business Saturdays, that nonprofit, just kind of seeing what we're all doing and how we can support each other. I really feel that when we put ourselves out there and someone just likes or comments, it like says, I see you. You know, I acknowledge that you're doing something for others in this world. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with Small Business Saturday, was just to let us all be seen in all the wonderful things that we are doing. So let me see what else I got on here. Oh yeah. So that's kind of the week. You can see every day is a little bit different. And as this gets going, you know, it'll become more obvious what I'm doing. You don't have to do anything except for look for the posts and follow along. I do really hope, though, that I see more of you guys posting, maybe your own questions, your own motivations, your own articles you find, things to share with the group. I'd love it to be not just me being, I mean, those of you who know me, you know, I love to be at the head of the room, right? Those of you guys know me. I love to be the face of that. That's who I am. But I also, especially in this group, want it to be, you know, where I'm not the only one, the only voice that you hear in this group, because there's a lot of people in this group who can share things that I don't know. They share, you know, or they, you know, can open up your eyes in a different way. So I do hope that you guys will get more interactive. I recently joined a whole bunch of, you know, over 50 women groups on Facebook at the recommendation of somebody, you know, just to kind of check out what other groups were doing. And I got to be honest with you, I've ended up leaving like 4 of them. These groups are just, excuse my language, but just bitch sessions. I mean, like there's one group, I'm not saying the right title right. I'm not saying it right on purpose because I don't want to like, you know, disparage something, but it's like, you know, like amazing, wonderful, incredible, perfect women over 50, but it was all these like words about amazing women over 50. And I am not lying, like every single post is a woman just bitching and moaning about her, you know, her husband who's a big baby, her older kids who are mooching off her, or, you know, or it's just like every single post is some horrible, you know, disease or death of somebody that they want you to pray for, having nothing, in my personal opinion, to do with being amazing women. And so Midlife Mojo, I hope you guys feel, is a really positive place for you to go during the day, a place to check in where you do get that inspiration, that motivation, that support from me. And hopefully you guys are wonderful about commenting on each other's posts. That I do appreciate. And I'd love to see you just initiate your own posts a little bit more. So a couple other things in this group. You do know that I run once a month a Midlife Mojo virtual book club. It's been very slow to get started. I've been doing it now for about 6 months, and it's been very slow to get started. We have about 1 to 2 people a month, but I'm hoping that it catches on. I'm still committed for another month or 2 to give it a shot, because I do love reading the books, and whoever shows up, we always have a great discussion. So, it's just a fun night, something to do. And what I have found is the few people who have gotten on the calls, we've really gotten to bond, and I like consider them like really good friends of mine now. Like, you know, I kind of, you know, we know things about each other more than just you would ever know, you know, on social media in a post. So, so I encourage more of you to join us on those Midlife Mojo Book Club. And then I want to do also some kind of quarterly big event. So last quarter I did the Midlife Mojo movie night. I'm coming up with what to do for this quarter, but some other big online quarterly event that we can all, whether it's another movie night or something else, to bring us all together. And then the big goal of Midlife Mojo I have in my mind is in 2021 to have some kind of live retreat somewhere, whether it's just a small intimate retreat, you know, where we just chill and maybe, you know, just support each other, or whether it's a little bit, you know, more formal with bringing in speakers and so forth. I don't know. We're going to have to see how it unfolds. All right. So I know it's, you know, this is a group evolving. For those of you who've been following me for all the many, many, many years I've been in this health coaching world, you know that I'm always evolving. Every year or 2, my business not changes, it just evolves. It grows as I grow, as I learn new things. And I like to take you all along with my ride with me. So I hope that you are as excited as I am to know that this group is going to grow. This group in general, in terms of people, I always say this. I think I had less than 50 people a year ago this time, right before, and we're close to 600 people now. My personal goal is 1,000 people in this group by September 1st, and I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. And wow, how exciting to have all of that mojo, all of that energy in this group feeding off one another. So I am very excited for all that's to come. And I guess that is it for tonight. And if you guys have any ideas that you want to share with me that I can talk about either in the group for our themes or for my Midlife Mojo Mondays or things about the intermittent fasting, whatever it is, you know that I am here 100% to support you, to educate you, to be that resource for you. You know, Midlife Mojo, your one-stop shopping for the woman over 40, right? I guess maybe I'll make a tagline out of that or something. So that is it, ladies. You have a wonderful, wonderful night. I will see you in the group and look forward to it. Bye-bye.